Tesla announcing several changes yesterday, including a cheaper Model 3 and shifting exclusively to online sales. CEO Elon Musk also said he does not expect the company to turn a profit in the first quarter. Joining us right now on the phone to talk all about this, Colin Rusch, senior research analyst at Oppenheimer. It seems in many ways like a milestone for the company to finally have a $35,000 vehicle, which was always the goal, and yet it is going to come at a price and a cost to the company, and the shares are moving lower as a result. Colin, what's your take?
So first off, the profit warning that they announced yesterday, which is part of what's moving the stock, was, well indicated in the conference call. So I don't think anybody's going to be confused about the loss that they're going to post in the first quarter. Secondly, I think they teased an announcement, and the $35,000 car was largely expected, and so I think there is a bit of sell-the news going on with the stock this morning. But certainly, I think this is a very big milestone for the industry and for Tesla to reach a vehicle that's hitting this price point. And part of what's happening here as they close stores is that they're just maturing into what looks like the rest of the auto supply chain in terms of having more service centers and areas where folks can interact with the car rather than having these stores that really are more of a branding and marketing exercise.
Colin, why does everyone say it's a milestone to get the price at this point? The price is just an arbitrary change to the tag. Surely the milestone is when they actually deliver a certain amount of these and they're profitable at doing that.
So I would disagree that it's arbitrary. So getting down to this sort of cost structure for the industry has been, decades in the making. And certainly what we've seen in the last 3 to 4 years is a dramatic decrease in the cost of the battery, which is really the largest component of the bill of materials here. And so to have a vehicle that's simple enough and has a battery cost that's low enough to be able to be profitable at $35,000, and they certainly will not be making these cars over the several quarters at a loss, is a big milestone for the industry and for this company.
Colin, in terms of the outlook for the company, we've talked about the big debt payment that's going to come due right about now, and it seems like they'll be through that okay. But do you have any anxiety at all about this idea of no showrooms, the idea that everything's going to be bought online? Do you really believe? I mean, it could be a revolutionary model, or it could not work, right?
We're not super concerned about it at this point. There's been so much awareness of this company, and it's, and you guys certainly helped in terms of covering the stock so aggressively, that folks really are reading an awful lot about vehicles online. We're seeing, any number of web platforms where people can buy things online and then go see the cars. And certainly this return policy that they're talking about in terms of being able to drive the car for 1,000 miles and then be able to return it certainly gives consumers a lot of comfort that they can go make a purchase and then not be on the hook for the vehicle if they're not happy with it.
Colin, finally, real quick, what would happen if a judge said Elon Musk has to be called the creative director of the company?
I'm not convinced that people would be super concerned. I think he's still going to have a massive amount of influence, even if he was, changed titles in terms of however this organization gets run. And certainly, I think if they brought in someone else to help with operations, is provided that person had a commensurate experience, I think investors would be supportive. Just as long as Elon's involved in a way where he has an influence over the organization, I think Tesla's fine.